Why does it look like that? I have on too much. This is so ghetto. Yeah. I'm waiting for people to come in. I always come back. Welcome back, the Duck Guy 12. Mom, it's Jury. Welcome back, Jury Child. Jules, guess what? What happened, Sandra? What happened? Tell me the details, girl. I want to know the details. Y'all know what's crazy? Hold on. Let me make sure I look. Okay. You're so pretty, but EW did mount me like an antelope. Haha, it was wild. Girl, I told you he was going to do that. Thanks for the W's. This doesn't look too crazy, y'all. The shorts doesn't look too crazy. I'm not going to lie. I was going to wear this a little bit different. So we're going to cover up the bottom just because I don't know how it looks. Mom, Phineas and Ferb is making a title sequence. So you're Candace now, Jury Child. If you guys double tap on y'all way in, I appreciate it. Sorry, y'all, my nose is itchy a little bit. I don't know. I got the cards. I got the cards if y'all want to use the cards. One of these days, we're gonna use one of the OG tools that I used up here, which is those papers. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Where did I put them? I think I know exactly where they are too. So one of these days, I'm gonna go back to the OG. So yeah, I hope all is well with you guys. Do you guys know that the reason why a lot of people on YouTube, not saying that I started this for real, but I do think I made it trendy for people to say, I hope all is well. Like literally that statement. I started a lot of stuff. I've always been like this as a young person. Like you'll be surprised. I think for people who probably are just now coming into awareness of who I am though, it will probably shock them to know a lot of the stuff that I start. Like I just start a lot of trends. I've always been like that since I was young. Give me 1 second. And I think that's partly why I have a lot of haters too. I'm a sexy piece of chocolate. I miss that guy from Russia that always called me his brown cookie. Can I ask what EW thought of when we slept together on the full moon and what he feels now after it? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let me pull 2 more times. Clock it. This girl, the baddie. Welcome to the live, you guys. I hope all is well with you guys. Y'all did it on the eclipse. Okay. My lips are amazing. Brown cookie. Yeah, he kept on calling me his brown cookie. He probably was a white Russian man. I assume. Okay, so let's see what EW thought of. Let me see. When y'all slept together on the full moon, and then we can see maybe his thoughts or feelings afterwards. And then we can see his thoughts and feelings afterwards. Ooh, these two jump. Okay, how did he feel? Spirit, give me the answers. Girl, during he was trying to touch the I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say, girl. He was trying to dig deep. He was trying to dig till he hit something that cervix. He was trying to dig. Okay, if you're a kiddo, I don't think you should be up here. It's not for kiddos. But girl, EW was trying to dig till your body told him pump the brakes, buddy. You see how this cup want to give? I don't know. I'm just trying to get what I'm getting from this. He was deep AF. Yeah, he was working hard. He was working hard, digging deep. Like, yeah, he was hunching like he a broke man. He was hunching you like he was a broke man. He was like on top of me and doggy. Okay, that's what it is. Let's see what his thoughts may be afterwards. His thoughts and feelings afterwards. Okay, I feel like y'all two, even though you tapped out, okay, even though I think that there is still a warmthness between y'all two, like his thoughts and feelings afterwards. He still has like it's still a connection there, is what I'm saying. He does definitely still have a connection with you. Although sometimes I feel like he himself might be a little bit off balance emotionally, or with the conversation and the emotional aspect. Um, it's just I don't know. Maybe he's just a little bit maybe he's not that comfortable with emotions. Is how I'm seeing it and communicating afterwards. Like, let's say, Sandra, if you wanted to talk about y'all two a lot from our emotional space, I don't think he's currently in an energy to where he could do that necessarily, if that makes sense. But, um, hmm. Also, he might be taken away in his emotions at this time, too. Like, I see somebody who is not grounded emotionally. After he seemed like quiet, oh, okay. Maybe that's what it could be. It's almost like he's a little bit he does like he sees y'all two walking together, if that makes sense. So he does see you two as like a couple, you know. He's a little bit all of his emotions. He's a little in his emotions though. This is interesting. He is a little bit in his emotions. Like it's almost like he's on an emotional high. And because he's on an emotional high, it's like he's not that confident in speaking from that place or something like that. Let me see. He's awful at speaking about emotion. He's an Aquarius rising. I did see an Aquarius while I was reading this. Like I saw Aquarius for some reason. So that would make sense. It is kind of like he's detached. He is a little bit detached, but it comes from a place of him being like I don't know. Sometimes what I've noticed with an Aquarian placement like is sometimes Aquarius people they don't like the idea of finalizing from an emotional standpoint or something like that. He better open up. I'm not gonna lie though, his emotions is in a very high place. So Sandra, how you're feeling, he's probably feeling that same thing. He's just not talking about it. Hey Joel, I still got no canes from that damn teacher. Hold on. I still got no canes from that damn teacher. I'm going on vacation this Thursday until next Thursday, so I'll be gone for a whole week. She better get me canes before I leave. Happiness, I hope so, but girl, it don't seem like you should hold your breath, honey. It don't seem like it. It seems like she really is just one of them lying teachers. But I wish you the best. He acts like he don't care, but he stalks you. Okay. Sandra, I have a few of those myself. Sandra, I have a few of those myself. Not to make this about me, but um, yeah, I think it's so interesting, Sandra, because he's the type that can feel all the emotions, but he himself, like that EW, doesn't seem like he's much of a talker. Babe, I really didn't want this for you. Hi, Kutta. Kutta, shout out to you for the $50 and the super sticker. Kutta, what you talking about? Kutta, speak like we in front of company, by the way. Kutta, speak like we in front of company. Okay? Why did you block me on shirt? What is, y'all are disgusting. Y'all are disgusting. What is that? I feel like I know what that is. Y'all are disgusting. Your hair looks nice. Thank you, Shaib. I always call him Shaib. That's probably not how you pronounce his name. Hi, Nova. How are you? He don't show or talk much, but he's great and makes love to me a bit. See, Sandra, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes, I mean, EW sounds more like a masculine man. I think that's why you like him too. I think he just comes off more masculine, and sometimes masculine men is like you might get every aspect of them being a man, but you might not always get the whole communicative part. Like, they might not be a poet. They might not be, all super lovey-dovey and romantic, but they do show their efforts. And I think that's what you should look out for is them showing the effort. Like, during y'all lovemaking, not to say that this always is an indication, but that the way that man was trying to, you know what I'm saying? I think that was his expression. Yeah, he's very masculine. He works hard and takes care of stuff. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's kind of like you can't always, not to say that nobody can't have it all, but I feel like that's something that I personally have always recognized with masculine men. Like, I really love masculine men myself. Not to say I don't like other kinds of men too, but I feel like whenever I have like met a guy who was super masculine, it's like I can admire that aspect about them. Like they might not be so I love you, whatever, but he's so sweet to me of it. You see what I'm saying? I think that's for you, Sandra. You should just see his emotions there with him. Hola, desde Monitor, Mexico. Welcome to the live, Santiago. What cards are those? This is the Modern Witch Tarot deck. Hold on. You're only 22. Can you ask you something? Yeah, what's your question? You want to swim with the... You seem like a troll. What my teacher told me. I forgot. I'll bring $20 for you tomorrow. So you don't keep talking about canes. Happiness. You might have to keep getting on her nerves. You're the spirits a part of your money. Huh? Do you think he expresses his love through bed? Let me see. Let's see what Spirit say. Spirit, how does EW express his love? Let's see. Girl, I think so. I think so. How he expresses it, how EW expresses that he cares, he will focus on you heavily, is what I'm getting here. So he will probably kind of he'll probably dead other situations in his life. Like when he's a single man, he acts different than when he's locking himself in with a woman. So how does he act when he really does love her? He's quick to dead people, places, and things, and actions or behaviors that might affect y'all two together. Also, you see the Four of Swords here. He is a person that I'm getting, he does express it through acts of intimacy in bed. And also by going out there, I'm getting this intuitively. Also, he expresses it by going out there and getting the money, the chicken, the money. Why did I want to say money instead of money? So how he expresses love, like actively, like an everyday type of his expression, is through his actions. And his actions will be, he will stop doing certain things. Okay, actions, people, places, and things. Part of the reason why he's stopping it is because he's focusing on the woman that he cares about. Now, he does give you a lot of attention there in the bedroom, but then he has to go, he has to, you know what I'm saying? He has to journey off though, you know what I'm saying? Like he a busy man. Like he still has to go, you know what I'm saying, do what he gotta do, get that money, get the chicken, you know what I'm saying, bring it home, and then y'all can do it again. Sometimes this is like starting a new beginning somewhere, or I'm kind of seeing it as like, let's say he went out. This is like him coming home, you know, lovemaking aspect, and this is him going to work. It's like the cycle. Like, come home from work. Okay, let's end that. Let's hanky pank. And then I gotta go to work. He said it's time for me to do work because I'm a man. Oh, Sandra, he trying to say that you're trying to be the man. That's kind of funny. Let me try to catch up with the chat. If I'm missing some of you guys' messages, I apologize. It's just a lot. Ask Spirit if I'm ever going to become a singer like Michael Jackson when I'm older, because I want to be like him when I grow up. Nora, why do you come up here and troll me? Like, are you a stalker of mine, by the way? Because I've had stalkers of mine who troll me, like. So let me know something. Like, what's good? You asked that question before, Nora. Like, you know the answer about you. You know that answer about yourself. Even though I do. Damn, Backshacks must go crazy on this thing. What? Hold on, let me finish. I hope I get that $20 tomorrow. I can get me a meal and some Starbucks. Happiness, I hope so too, girl. I want him to say he loves me. He said it once before. Sandra, when did he say it? He said it's time for me to go do... Oh, I read that. Am I thirst trapping? So earlier when I tried on this outfit, the way this outfit is to be worn is like this. But the reason why I'm not wearing it like this is because I feel like this would be like... low-key me trying to... People would say I was thirst trapping. So because of that, I'm being modest and I'm wearing my clothes like this because I'm not really trying to thirst trap. Somebody said she clearly is. Somebody said, ew, why are you brown, the F? What? That's just like, it's just like not even worth it. to respond. Fred said he a stalker. Only girly, there's a roach in your wall. I hope not, girl. Girl, if there's a bug in my wall these days, y'all, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna let it chill, to be honest. I don't got time for that. But I ain't seen no bugs, and I don't have bugs. So hopefully we gonna keep that up. I did see a fly. I did see a little fly, like a little gnat or moth. I can't remember. I don't know which one. Hair tea, body tea, face card, never decline. Stay blessed. Up, sis. Thanks, Ebs. I appreciate that. If no, I'm finna be pissed, bro. Happiness. I feel like your teacher is like. I think that out of everybody in her life that she could lie to, she feels most comfortable doing it to you. Happiness. I don't know why. He said in 2022. Sandra, why it's been so long since she said it? Sandra, you gotta find a way to him to say it again. He ain't verbally say the words "I love you" since 2022, and it's 2025, about to be 26 in 3 months. Sandra, I know you know how to do. You gotta do it again, Sandra. Whatever you did. Somebody said looks better. My shirt looked better, like how zip down. Not allowed to zip it up tight. What y'all talking about? Why you closed? I closed it because I'm not thirst trapping. That's what y'all think I'm doing. Wait, let me see the like button before you block me. Thanks, Fred. You still got them legs out. What the freak? Can you blow a bubble gum? What did I do with the other piece? Hold on. I really don't know what I did. I don't know what I did with my gum, but I split it in half, so it's not full enough for me to actually blow a bubble. How are you, my sister? Welcome to the live, y'all. How are you guys? Them things must be heavy. What? I know it's because we're on and off. Oh, maybe that's why, Sandra. Happiness is like, I think it's because I'm so short and everyone else is like a foot taller than me. Happiness. Okay, this is the vibe that I get from your teacher. It might not be the truth. It's just what I perceive it as. I think that you're non-threatening. For whatever reason, you're non-threatening. So when she makes promises to other people, she feels more of the pressure to come back on her to make right with her promises. With you, for whatever reason, you seem very non-threatening. It could be your size if you are short. It could be the fact that you could be just a nice person, or you could be very smart, or you can seemingly be agreeable in your personality. Sometimes those different things make people kind of like not feel the pressure of trying to make right on things because they feel like you will make up the difference, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's going up over your head to say like that, but it's kind of like, oh, she's nice though. I think she'll be okay. Like stuff like that. But let it be somebody else, they feel the pressure to make right on their promises. Sometimes that's a thing. Especially if she's like an overweight. Not trying to be funny, y'all. Not trying to be funny, okay? Shout out to the people who every body shape and size, okay? But sometimes her behavior sounded like she's going through like a manic depressive episode of some sort. So she probably was making promises to a lot of people. Happiness is laughing. She sounded like she was making promises to a lot of people because she was on an emotional high. Or, she's trying to make up for something lacking in her life. So I don't know. It seemed like with you seem like non-threatening a little bit. She was like, oh, well, happiness, I'll just tell her tomorrow. Like, oh, like she probably remembers, like, dang, I forgot. But then when she sees you, she's like, less pressure. Jill, can you ask how M feel? But that's why happiness, that's why you reminding her it is adding the pressure that she feels like she don't have to do with you. So, I would do that. I would keep on asking her if I was you. Jill, can you ask how M feels now that I ghosted him 4 times after he was mean to you? What the fuck? You ghosted M 4 times? Let me see. Let's see. How does M feel now that Sandra ghosted him 4 times? Shoot. I was about to cuss. Girl. He probably... Girl, you wanted him to get mad, didn't you? How does he feel? I feel like he's telling himself... I think he might see you moving forward in life. Okay? And so he feels like, okay, well... He feels like there's not much that he could do. I'm just reading the energy that I'm getting. somebody feels like it's not much that they can do but to move forward and start a new beginning somewhere. They're not going to stay, they're not going to overthink it. They're not going to sit in their head. Also, somebody could be in their head because somebody is doing them. So, yeah, because he ghosted you in 2021. Sandra, what the heck? Sandra, you seeking revenge on people 4 years later? Like, what the freak? But yeah, something like that is what I'm getting. Okay. What wants to flip out is Queen of Swords in reverse, and then the Ten of Wands is in the back with the Lovers card, with Sagittarius. I'm sorry, with the Temperance card, with the Hermit, with the Devil. Oh my gosh, with the yeah. Okay, so this is like I'm getting this is your energy after this is what it's telling me is the relationship. So I feel like you are not that far from cussing him out if you haven't. It might just be what I'm getting is the behavior. Maybe you want it to be more of a bitch to him. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, somebody is obsessed though with stalking somebody. Somebody's obsessed with like stalking somebody and like fighting with them. So, somebody gets something out of the back and forth. He also started seeing a 40-year-old after me. We are 24. What the M went sugar mama hunting. That is crazy. M like them cougars. Yeah, I think somebody does get out of watching somebody, checking to see how balanced they are after the relationship was over. Is what I'm getting. So, do I have brothers and sisters? Yeah, I have 3 brothers. They're older than me. I have an older half sister. She passed away. Rest in peace to her soul. And I have a younger sister. He's dating this old lady. Sandra, what the old lady look like? You know, he still asks to see you though. That's why you keep ghosting him. I ain't mad at you, Sandra. I would ghost him too. You been looking for me? Hi. Shout out to Cutter for the super sticker. Let me go get it. Did I give him a heart? Shout out to Cutter for the super sticker. For the 50 he sent the first time, the 20 he sent the second time. Somebody said Venmo ho. Thank you so much, Randall. I've been saying the same thing. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Cutter might Venmo me too. Like, he does that sometimes. I don't know if he is. She's blonde and sunk burnt skin. Sandra, did you ever ask him where he met that woman? Like, do they work together or something? That is such an age gap. Like, you think she getting the best hunching of her life over there? Not. Hopefully you don't get mad for me asking that question, Sandra. I don't think you care that much about M right now. But Sandra, you and M are mirroring each other because you with your old head too. What you mean? Sandra, you with your old head too. Y'all doing the same thing. Do he know about EW? He used to live in her city. Okay. He's small. Oh. Rest both of their souls. My YouTube ATM ain't attached, so need Venmo to send like $3.99 a week. Sounds fair, eh? Okay, Randall, go ahead and set that up. My Venmo is in the pinned comment. She said, laugh my ass off. My man is cute though. He's so small like Pinky. I saw this man. I was looking at this man's hand the other day. Because he gave me a hug. This man gave me a hug yesterday. I was looking at his hand. So he had a ring on his pinky finger. His pinky ring finger could fit on my thumb. But partly it's because of this part of my thumb. So it doesn't slide off. But I was looking at his hand. I was like, yo, he has some huge fingers. Somebody said 5-inch pinky. He started posting songs on his Snap being passive aggressive. What's his sign? What's M's sign? Julrae, you want to know why I was gone for 3 days? Where you been at, Black Man Diddy, on the toilet? Is my hair bouncy? I don't know. It's not all the way dry. It looks bouncy? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if it's bouncy like that. It has like almost like it has leave-in conditioner and it's kind of wet still. He's a Libra? Oh, that makes sense. Girl, would you happen to know? I look Dominican, I Dominican, no black, I know black, I Dominican. Sandra, do you know his moon sign by any chance? Yo, Cutter, okay. I had Cutter, why you send me 10 cents on my Venmo. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I told Cutter to live his life. I sent him a 10-cent request. I said, "Go live your life, sweetheart." And he just did it. So I'm gonna say thanks to him. I'm gonna leave him a comment if I can. I'm gonna say that's the most he ever did for me. Randall, you said he's a beta because you said 109 minimum. Randall, do it. I don't believe you. My Venmo is in the pinned comment, by the way, in the description. Ava said, "Can I say a bad word on chat too?" Okay, go ahead. I guess I'm not your mama, your daddy though. So whoever says, "Do you play still or bring?" I literally love that game. I don't know if I know that game. That is so crazy. Like out of everything, my Venmo balance just went up 10 cents, y'all. That is so crazy. I'm very pretty. Oh, you wanted to say I'm so fucking pretty? Thanks, Ava. I will allow that bad word, but I'm not your mom and dad either. Sasquatch from Canada says hi. Welcome to live, y'all. Did I miss some comments, y'all? I'm sorry. Yes, it does look a bit different from my original one. It was just more of a. Thanks, you guys. Sandra, he's Puerto Rican and he's a Libra and he in Chicago. Oh, I know. Girl, you don't have to say less. I already understand. Sandra, I already understand. Sandra, I already understand. I dated a Puerto Rican from Chicago before. He was half Puerto Rican, but he was a Pisces, so delusional. Pisces, low key, okay. I think because he had a Scorpio moon, he didn't fall in love with everybody. But Pisces are delusional. Like because he was Pisces with a Scorpio moon, he don't necessarily fall in love with everybody. Although he does kind of act like it a little bit because he just be in his he be trying to be like his player ways. But his Scorpio moon made him be a stalker to my placements in my chart. Chicago Equal Needs National Guard. What's my zodiac sign? I'm a Taurus, and I have a Cancer moon, and I have an air sign rising. I'm from Memphis, a God-fearer man, and you're Leo. Okay, welcome to the live, you guys. How are you guys? How the hell are ya? Am I in Minnesota? Why, Randall? That's where you at? If I missed some of y'all's chats, I'm sorry. You was in Mexico? Black Man Diddy, why you was in Mexico? You was in Mexico for 3 days? But Sandra, that's crazy. He started being passive aggressive on his story. I bet. He probably was feeling salty. He was probably feeling so salty. The first man I ever did anything with, I think he was Dominican, y'all. I think he was Puerto Rican and Dominican. Did you use the stream on Meet Me? I don't know what that is, any of that. Plymouth, Minnesota. Welcome to the live. Somebody who I know told me that they randomly saw me on YouTube here on live when I went out with my friend Key. The last time we went out, he was playing Rust. But yeah, and then I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna go there. Where are you from? You don't have children? I don't have any children. And Mexican music? Oh, so he was playing Rust and Mexican music. Okay, I kind of get an idea of the type of person he is, Sandra. You're so beautiful, princess. Thanks, y'all. Y'all are so nice in the comments. You know what's so crazy? People tried their hardest to like manipulate what is actually happening here. So, for instance, the way I look, I can't all the way control that, especially when it comes to like the size of my boobs. I think it pisses some women off. Not all of them, but the insecure, like hating assholes, it pisses them off because they assume like some things that haters do sometimes is they try to say because you have X, Y, and Z, that's why you're able to do that, and that's why I can't do that too. That don't always be the case. Like sometimes some people can't do certain things because it's just not them. Like it's not in them. It's just not them. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes people be trying to say people send me donations because of like cleavage or something stupid, and it's just like I don't know if they ever seen those videos where I was in loose sweaters that you can't even see the definition of my body and people would send me stuff. I don't think people know about that. So it's just so weird to see people reach to try to say, the reason why you're better than me is what it feels like. It feels like they're saying, the reason why you're better than me is because you're beautiful. Okay, there's a lot of beautiful women in this world, and some of them are losers. So I don't know. I don't know. It's just always weird to me when people do that. I feel like it's just some loser shit. Don't wait. Hold on. Let me see. Don't trust in your own goodness, but hold on to faith. I agree. And the sinless blood of Jesus against the sin nature of demons is there. Y'all want to hear about my dream last night, y'all? First of all, I casted out. I casted out a demon in somebody like on accident, sort of, because I pray so much. So, do y'all want to hear that story? I'll tell y'all a little bit of it. So yesterday, remember I told y'all some man gave me a hug and I looked at his hand. I was like, his hand is like super big. Sorry, y'all, I was eating tacos. I don't know if this is like my finger is stained. Anyways, so yesterday, some man, the man with the big hands, what we gonna call him, he gave me a hug and I looked at his hand. I was like, your hand is huge. So, anyways, so I pray. I don't know if y'all know this. I pray all the time. Like, I'm always praying. I'm a praying woman. Not because of any, like, nobody told me to be this way. How I am is the standard, okay? So how I am and I express myself, that's what everybody else wants to be, humbly speaking. Anyways, so not to say y'all ain't have praying grandmothers and stuff, but I'm just saying most people aren't don't care about that. A lot of people in this world, if y'all haven't noticed, a lot of people are chasing pop culture. So if there is an era where City Girls is saying this about men, that's how women are. The reason why women started moving towards how they are lately and trying their hardest to show domestic qualities and traits is because of something else that told them to be like that. Amen? Anyways, so I pray all the time, y'all. I know your child don't know this, but I pray all the time. And I have casted out demons in a lot of people, but yesterday I did it by accident. So let me tell y'all what happened. So I was hanging out with this person. I was hanging out with this guy, and I literally pray all the time. I know I keep saying it, but it's because I do. Like, I pray all the time. So I was praying in my head, and I had my eyes closed like this, and I was like around him. And in the spiritual realm, I had saw this figure, and it's like I intuitively knew that this figure was some type of attachment, and or it was like trying to attach itself. It was trying to attach itself to, I thought it was me. I thought the figure was trying to attach itself to me. And so what I said in my head was, I was praying, and I was like, yeah, I bind and rebuke you in the name of Jesus. You have to leave. Da da da. When I said that only in my head, the guy who was next to me, he started what's it called? He started manifesting. Mind you, he didn't know this, but he started manifesting what happens when deliverance is happening and demons is like leaving you or something like that. So I was like surprised because like I said, when I closed my eyes, I thought that thing was trying to attach itself to me. Like, I thought it was something that represented me. The whole entire time it was him and it represented him. So while my eyes is closed, because I noticed that, I was like, oh, so this is about you. And so it left him, like, it completely left him, like, it's not a thing anymore. And so then I started to explore what was going on in that. This might be a super high vibrational conversation or spiritual, but I started to explore what was in his subconscious because that's where I was at. With that outfit, you can cast out my demons too. So I started to explore what was in his subconscious, and I just was looking around at that point to see if there was anything else like that I could expel from him. You know what I'm saying? And so, but yeah, it was so weird. And then later on that day, I went to sleep. Later on that night I went to sleep and I had a dream, and in the dream I'm at the club. Y'all know how sometimes I be up here with y'all when we be going to the club? It was kind of like that. I was at the club with my girl Key, and there was this crazy lunatic girl that tried to walk in. So she was by the door trying to walk in to get in the inside where we were at. And I just knew not to trust her. So for some reason, I knew she was a demon. So I did the same thing. Like, I prayed and rebuked her. and then she got arrested. Like, some people arrested her, and then she started doing this weird thing where the lower part of her body could like flip over or something. Like, it was just so weird. Like, and she couldn't touch me. Like, I knew that she couldn't touch me, but I knew she was walking in the club because she was like trying to get to me, if that makes sense. Not on some like life or death, but it just was somebody that I didn't want near me, like, you know. So it was weird, y'all. I be having some weird dreams sometimes, but that's something that I remember because when I woke up, I was like, wow. I was like, yeah, I don't like stuff like that. Like, people are disgusting, spiritually, especially spiritually. So it's good to know that the enemy can't do certain stuff because you pray and you're protected. But you're from? Am I from Sri Lanka? No. I love you, Brazil. Obrigado. What did they teach me? They taught me how to say goodnight. I think it's like bonit. It's like bonitio note. It sounds like buenas noches almost. JulraeJulrae, welcome to the live. What scripture says you should do tarot cards readings? Well, that's a good question because I've been like, because I pray so much, I've been praying, like, I have had moments where I prayed about that part. And I was like, well, why am I doing that? And I think it's because, like, my path is a little bit unique. So if this is something that falls away at some point in life, then hopefully that was God's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to me personally, I just feel like I have a different, unique path because of the stuff I've explored. There, like, I don't mean no harm. There's not a lot of saints that's really in the field. So, like, I like listening to, like, real deal saints. The TV church is cool for anybody who wants to get into Jesus. Like, anybody who wants to lock into Jesus, I feel like TV church is good way because it is good for the babes in Christ. You know what I'm saying? Then I feel like if you were to study yourself, read the Bible yourself, which is stuff that I do, I feel like that's when you start to realize that you need a little bit more. Church is okay. I don't think church is a bad place most times. But I feel like when you're real deal in these spiritual streets, like me, I deal with a lot of I deal with a lot of opposition spiritually. Like, I deal with a lot of spiritual warfare in life. So I literally have seen spiritual warfare when it comes to not being a part of the dark side, but being what they wanted to pursue to attack. So I can literally share so much to people who are literally like in that type of, you know what I'm saying? I could share that type of spiritual warfare when it comes to people. So a lot of people legitimately, in a lot of ways, spiritually try to seek. What they're trying to do is, there's principalities that get triggered by who I am and my purpose in life. And because there are principalities that get triggered by my purpose in life, they try to attack me. And they use people, of course. So it looks like people who think that it's their job to try to do X, Y, Z to me, and they try to do it through means of witchcraft. Because in their minds, they don't know that God has already crowned me. So they think that they can remove it or take it or steal it from themselves because they're dumb. They're just vessels that are used by the enemy. So they don't have to be smart. They just have to be a willing vessel. Well, what can make somebody be a willing vessel? Somebody who is highly envious, highly jealous, somebody who is highly covetous, somebody who's in adultery. They idolize a lot of stuff. People who are like seeking the superficial. People who are seeking things that God. People who are seeking to live in God's glory through bowing down to Satan, if that makes sense. Those are the type of people that I have experienced trying to attack me. So yeah, I'm not sitting here trying to have a conversation though when it comes to religion and cards and all that stuff. I was legitimately born prophetic. I was born with a spiritual tapped inness. That's not going to ever go away. So I'm using it for good. I can use it for bad. I'm using it for good. So, hey, maybe you should have that conversation with God himself, okay? And maybe he'll tell you something, you know? Maybe I'll change my mind at some point in life. That's what it means to repent, really, is to change your mind. However, I pray all the time, and God has yet to tell me not to give messages out. Because you know who I talk to every single day? I talk to him. I don't talk to anybody else. I talk to him. So you talk to him too, okay? I like you, love God. Yes, I love God with my whole entire heart and my being. You know why? Because I literally have been through the fire. I've been purified. But I'm all person too. Like, I'm a person, I'm a human. I make mistakes too. Just like everybody who has ever been used by God. I just try not to bleed out on other people. I try my hardest not to cause other people to go down the wrong path either. So I'm not people's God. That's something that I remind people. I'm not your God. So seek for yourself the Most High God yourself. So, anyways, every single time he comes in my life, what are y'all talking about? Me too. You go to church? Yeah, I think church is cool. I personally don't go to church. I don't think church is typically bad. Like, I don't know. I don't like when church tries to be like the world, though. I don't like seeing that because I feel like church should be church. Church trying their hardest to imitate being like the world, it just don't always go together. I understand trying to bring the youth in. That's different. To try to bring the youth in, that's not a bad thing. But when the actual church, the adult church, is trying to also like be like the world, I don't necessarily like when they be blending the two like that. I don't like it. Message. You want a one card pull? Something that you should change in life is okay, maybe being a little bit more, sharing is caring sometimes when you give you receive. I just like to hear the message from the pastor. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes church is good because you are in the presence of God. So I like worship. I like work. I didn't used to like worship when I was younger. I used to only go to church to hear the pastor's message, and but I do like to get into worship too. Sometimes if you notice that you can't get into worship at all, it's something spiritual happening. So you need to break that off of your life. Your pastor's awesome. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Typically when I ever went to church, I literally just wanted to hear the pastor's message. And then it's like, it's just because I want to hear what the Spirit of God is saying. And so, because I had such a craving to hear what God was saying all the time, it's like I started to seek it out myself. I think that's what everybody should do. So, you think that my stomach is a fupa when this is the fupa area. That is crazy. And it's also crazy that you're telling me to cover my stomach knowing that you don't look the best yourself. That is crazy. So anyways, for those who have never met a natural woman in their life, you can have a pretty flat stomach like myself. And when you sit down, this is what happens. This is a real life demonstration. You're welcome. I'm going to put educational purposes under this video. You're welcome. You have natural beauty love. Thanks. I don't know why people want to. I think sometimes I wonder if I'm too perfect. Like, not because I genuinely think I'm perfect. I think I wonder if I am perfect because people like to try to show me what they think is my flaws. So is it because y'all think I'm perfect? Thank you. Wow. I'm gonna let that get to my head. I've been working out. I've been going to the gym. That's what's up. I literally just ate 3 tacos, by the way. I just ate 3 tacos. So, I don't give a fuck. If I actually were to even sit up, that kind of goes away. Look. I don't care. I don't give up. Ooh, somebody feels bad. Somebody feels bad. Let's see. Who feels bad and why? Somebody is grieving. Somebody's heart is bleeding. Hopefully, spiritually. Let's see. Give me a second, you guys. You already stole my heart, so why not just take my last name? Jay Yannex, welcome to the live. I've been seeing you, but I haven't been able to say welcome. And my smile is killer. Thanks. I'm telling the truth. In my eyes, you're beautiful. Thanks, you guys. No one's ever perfect. And that's the thing that people fail to realize. If everybody were to be conscious of the fact that nobody's perfect and to just leave it at that, I think people wouldn't try to go out their way to try to find little things to nitpick me about. It's like, do you think that I forgot that I'm a human being? It's because you think I'm perfect. So if you think I'm perfect, thank you. I'm gonna let it go to my head. Thank you. Because if you thought that I wasn't, if you knew that I wasn't perfect, you wouldn't go out your way to try to find ways to knock me down. So thank you. Anyways, y'all can do this with somebody else who literally is like, you know what I'm saying? If you love God, would seek after him, blah, 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 blah. Of course. Next. So anyways, because I love God. You know who else loves God? People who love God. It's so weird. People feel like if you love God, you're supposed to be completely white as snow in all your own efforts. That's what people act like. People act like, and I don't know how old Jay is. Jay could be like a younger person. Hopefully that you are instead of an older person. Because if you're an older person, I would say this. People feel like if you love God, that means that you're supposed to use all your efforts to be as white as snow. When he says your best efforts is like filthy rags, which says what to everybody? It says that you actually need God. God's mercy and his grace and his love. You know, love covers a multitude of all sins. God's love, I don't mean to flick you off, but God's love is what covers up a multitude of your sins. Because your best is as filthy rags, which means that everybody who loves God should know that you need God. Because without God, you wouldn't even be embraced into his love, his presence, and the kingdom of God. So when people so bad want to be judgmental by specks that they're trying to pull out of their brother and sister's eyes, please notice the planks that's in yours. Because for some reason, people feel like you don't love God if they feel like you're struggling in an area where they think is sin. Or when you're not looking like the cookie cutter of what it means to be a person that quote unquote loves God. I think that is, I think that is flawed thinking. When you actually read your Bible like I do, then you know that that's flawed thinking. You know that that comes from a religiousness. It comes from the religious mindset. So I'm not religious. Do I love God? Yes. Do I praise God every single day? And I let him know it. I give praises to him all throughout the day, probably more than you do on a good Sunday, is how much I give praises up to the Most High God. So when anybody wants to be on my live telling me how I'm supposed to look for a person who loves God, I ignore you guys. Because I know that you guys, bless your souls, bless your hearts, sometimes you don't know what you're talking about. Sometimes you yourself would do better digging your head in the book instead of looking up and around and saying, hey, you're not doing this right. Maybe focus on yourself. Have you ever thought about that? Because that's what I do. I focus on myself and I love God. And if you don't like the way that looks and you want to critique it and say that I'm bad and this, that, that's your personal opinion. You're entitled to have that. But yeah, just like somebody said, Jesus Christ is your best friend. Amen to that. He is my best friend as well. I talk to him every step of my day. When the Bible verse says, when they say keep God first, I took it literal. A lot of times. In my quiet times, in my quietness, when the world doesn't know anything, yeah, I put God in a lot of things first. That's something that I just choose to do. It's not a law, it's not a rule. I just choose to do it. So, I know you don't know that, but I don't know how old you are, and I'm trying to be a little bit light. I'm trying to be a little bit light with what I say. Yeah, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. When people try to say, you don't look like you love God because I feel like I can see where you're sinning, I feel like that is flawed. For me personally. Because the Bible says your best is as filthy rags. If I wanted to try to show outwardly to everybody my personal relationship with God, of how much I love him, it would be performative. That's religion. That's religious. Okay? I know everybody can't keep up with this conversation, but a lot of people know exactly what I'm saying. I think that y'all need to maybe open up your minds sometimes. Okay? Stop getting caught up in just religion. I'm always still and let God be God. Exactly. Don't listen to negative people. Thanks. I'm just saying, I think a lot of people don't know what they're talking about because they themselves, honestly, A lot of them are in a superficial place when it comes to their relationship with God, which means if they go to church, which means if they pray before they eat their food type of place in life with God. They probably can't really read the Bible that long. They probably open up the Bible maybe one good time when they get on fire for God one Sunday, which is not a bad thing. And then they feel like, oh, I'm gonna read my Bible. They read it probably a good 2 days, and then they put it down because they can't understand it. That's the majority of the people who are trying to attack me on this channel. They're, go to church for what, holidays, maybe every Sunday, but it's really their mom's relationship with God. It's really the pastor's relationship with God. It's not their own. Those are the type of people who try their hardest to do that with me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if y'all really knew who exactly y'all are talking to, y'all wouldn't be saying the stuff that y'all are saying. Not to say that I have a spirit of pride on me. All glory to the Most High God. So anyways, a lot of these people are religious. And I've been saying it this whole time. If I say to you guys, I'm not RELIGOUS, I hope I spelled it right. If I tell you guys I'm not religious, why do y'all keep coming at me from that religion standpoint? Is what I would like to know. Is there a disconnect somewhere that I'm not aware of? Your favorite book is Romans? Okay, Romans is cool. I'm not gonna lie, Romans is cool. I feel like I really liked reading I like reading the stuff Paul had to say, because Paul was low-key a firecracker. He was a straight shooter. So I like those types of personality types. I like to read the Gospels too, because I really like to see how Jesus spoke to a lot of people, because he also is like a firecracker. I see that. I see that in myself, and so I resonate with that aspect of him. So yeah, I agree with everything you're saying. You know what? Thanks. I appreciate that. People they're weird. People are weird. Can you please rebuke that blatant all for you is a principality to your fit? So this card fell out, okay? Somebody is sad because they realize they're not big enough to be on top. This is like somebody who's sad because they're a loser. Like okay, you know what I'm saying? It's like somebody who was trying their hardest to find ways to cheat code. I'm sorry. They probably were trying to cheat something. Like, this is like somebody who was trying their hardest to just be on top, and they realize that they're not on top at all, so they are a sore loser. Not just a sore loser, they're literally just a loser, and so they're like wallowing in it. They're like grieving an aspect to their facade. There's like a facade that this energy had, where it's like they thought they was like the winner or something. It's like they're not. Yeah, I feel like it could be a Pisces, honestly, that feels this way. It doesn't have to just be a Pisces. But it's like somebody's realizing that like, for instance, if I'm showing up in this reading, this would be representative of me. So it's almost like somebody realized that they will never be able to somebody's intuition is something that somebody can't ever beat. So yeah. So anyways, you guys, I don't know why there's a religious conversation in my chat when I'm not religious. So if I keep seeing those types of comments, I can just remove them from my page. I can time them out. I don't have a mod currently, or if I do, I think I might start telling my mods to do that. If you ever went to a female house and she pulled these cards out, I'm dipping and blocking you. I don't really care. I feel like a lot of you guys don't really have y'all own brains either, by the way. So if, let's say, a child was on these comments and they left a comment and I entertained it, now everybody has a group think up here because y'all don't have y'all own minds. We're not even talking about this, by the way. If you don't agree with something like this, why sit on the channel and then sit even more to type and then comment as well? Let me know that. Why would you even do that? Quickly. Oh, okay. So anyways, please stop being pretty. All my haters would think the same. The guy, Jaeger, please. I almost read that. Hi, Fabino. How are you guys? So anyways, somebody realizes they're not ever going to be on top. No, you do care. Otherwise, you wouldn't comment back. By the way, you are entertaining it. Blah 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 blah. Exactly. I feel like let haters. I feel like haters like you reading their comment out loud. The crazy part about it is that what people are stupid. They feel like a lot of people are groupthink. Okay, and what it means to be groupthink is that if somebody is being negative, there's a lot of people who just resonate with negativity. So they're not going to take their time to think about why this person is saying this. They themselves are negative. So they're going to jump on whatever it is that's negative because they're it's groupthink, right? If I were to address one person that represents a group think thought, they sit there and think that, oh, you must care because it's like blah 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 blah. It's stupid. Y'all are dumb. I had an awesome day. I've been having an awesome weekend. Obviously, if you don't know that, I have been. I've been having an awesome weekend, an awesome day, an awesome life. So thank God in this moment, I don't resonate with negativity and negative feelings and thinking and all that stuff. I think that it's because, like I said earlier, I pray a lot and I tell God about how much I love Him and I give thanks up to Him. I think that's some things that the other people in the chat, maybe you could learn a thing or two with that. Maybe do that yourself, you know? And then you wouldn't be sitting here susceptible to a random negative comment that you jump on because you have nothing original to say and you want to yourself spew out negativity. Something that I just don't relate to. Thank God. It's just not for me to resonate with. Thank God. Somebody said amen. I think I will, Jewel. I'm just saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it'd be like people sit here. Could you imagine somebody trying to attack you and you're happier than them? You're in better spirits than them. Your money probably looks better than theirs. People actually will sit on your YouTube page, watch you, talk to you, interact with you. And then they're sitting here trying to talk down to you. And it's like they're a loser in the comments. That are miserable, pissed, trying to bring you down. Could you imagine? Something I just don't relate to. I don't relate to being a loser. I don't relate to being weird. I don't relate to being anything like you motherfuckers that have something negative to say. I just don't resonate with it. Like, it just never been in me to be that way. It's pathetic. It's a loser. I got rolls, and guess what else I got, baby? I got bands. Some shit that you don't know about. Y'all, like I said earlier, I know that y'all think that I'm perfect. That's why you try so hard to find something that you feel like is wrong with me. Thank you. It gets to my head. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all know that y'all know when people are super unattractive or ugly when they get on social media, most times people lie to them and they give them an overabundance of good comments. So the fact that y'all seek out to give me bad comments, thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I knew I was perfect. Thank you. So find something that's wrong with me. Apparently that's what y'all think needs to happen. Thank y'all. Y'all dumb. I don't give a fuck. Cause guess what? When I get off of this, first of all, I'm showing up for people who actually get something out of my videos, you know. So I'm showing up for them, and I also am showing up for myself, right? When I get off of this live stream, I'm still gonna be living the same. I'm gonna be still in the same high vibrational energy that I was on before I got up here. I'm just here to share a piece of it with you guys. And if you are able to acknowledge it, see it for what it is or whatever, it means that you yourself are probably in a higher vibrational yourself. You either can resonate with it or it boosts you up, hopefully. It inspires you or something you can do with it. All these other low vibrational people, that's just where they're going to be. I'm not here to save those people. I'm not here to save nobody, actually. And the other thing that draws me to you is your vibe. Thank you. I appreciate that. Girl, you a witch playing with demons. You miserable. Blah, 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 blah. You know why people would try to call me the WITCH word? It's because they feel God's power. They feel something otherworldly that is backing me. They know that I'm spiritually gifted. And because they don't know God, who do they think it belongs to? The devil. Anyways, I'm an HVAC owner. I don't rub that in people's face, and they say they're broke. That's just bad karma and distasteful. Be cool, man. Believe isn't cool. I'm just saying, people are dumb. On the internet, anybody can be anything that they want to be, and sometimes they choose to be what they think is a belief. Welcome to the live, Sanju. Sanju, you have a name that I do remember, I think. Something about your page is like, I remember. Men are unjust and evil. The hearts of men, not specifically men, but the hearts of mankind is desperately wicked. Okay? Meaning, overall, that is the case. So, unless you yourself have got God to give you a new heart, that's what everybody's born into sin. Do you think the black woman love weave a product of self-hatred? Chams, I think that this is what I think of you. Chams, I feel like you constantly tune into my channel and you try every which way to send me some weird energy because you are highly attracted to my energy. Why does it turn you into a hater? I will never know. I think that's just something it's just an extension of you somewhere. But I just think that about you. Pretty is your name, beauty is your game. Look to the live games. That's what I think of you, Chams. I think that you're always up here and it's like you're so attracted to me and you hate it and then you try to send me hatred. Don't nobody give a fuck about that. I hope we get to know each other more and more, a little over time, be friends. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people have built connections through the YouTube page. Chams tell myself, no, I don't hate you, no, whatever, Chams, blah 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 blah. I don't even know where that voice comes from. Blah 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 blah. Hair looks great, and admit that even though you are my ops. Thanks, Chris. Chris, I forgot we was ops. You're right though. Chams talking about something. You my soulmate. You be hating sometimes, Chams. You think SpongeBob when I say blah 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 blah. It's something else. I can't remember what it is. It's almost like wah 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 wah. Is it Charlie Brown, y'all? I think it's Charlie Brown. When the teacher speaks and it's like you can't hear it. Let me hit you up. Anyways, you guys, it feels like I haven't been up here this long, but I've already been streaming for like an hour or so. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, double tap the live. I don't know when I'm gonna get off, but I've been having fun. Yes, the teacher. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Wah wah wah. I'm trying to read it. I've been missing your live for some reason. What up? Welcome to the live, Sozo. How are you guys? You like my keychain? I don't know if I know where my key. I don't know what you're talking about actually. Somebody said we are all sinners. Exactly. Now with that realization, what you gonna do about it? Hopefully you don't turn into a bad person. It's not worth it. You like my necklace? Thank you. Hi from New Zealand. Welcome to the live. So anyways, I just been shuffling you guys. If you guys want, I could do a sporadic reading. Anybody on the channel? Anybody who normally comments, like for some reason, I'm thinking about somebody. I'm good, thanks, but for sure you look amazing. Thank you. Where's the Don? LOL. Nathan, my ops Chris, the one that was just commenting, my ops Chris, I think he was part of I think he's the one who bought the Don the last time. And it's gone. I can show you the bottle though. Huh. But it's gone. I'm gonna have to go get some. When am I talking Portuguese? One of these days I'm gonna start speaking my some of my roots. I don't hate you. I hate the blanket. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. I hope that ain't look too crazy. Hold on. Let me just look at the playback for a second. I hope that ain't look too crazy. Did it? It didn't look too crazy. Okay. Okay. But long live the Don. Long live the Don. I think Chris was the one who literally was the reason why we went to go get this. because he supported the channel. He was like, I like it when you turn up. He was like, I was like, are you gonna give me a bottle or something? Or I think at first Chris was saying he was gonna give me a shot. And then he said he likes when I turn up. And I was like, you gonna get me a drink? And then he was like, go get you a bottle. So that's why this came about last week. Normally, sometimes the channel does buy. Sometimes the channel does buy bottles up here. So, what about the time you had two motherfuckers going back to back for the 50? Nathan, that's kind of what I'm talking about. Nathan, that's not the first time somebody did that. Cut in the chat, the one that said, "Bae, I get off at 2." Okay, Kutta. Chris and Kutta. Okay, Chris legitimately sent me money for a bottle, right? On live. And then Kutta came in, and because Kutta supports the channel too, so he sent in some money. And then Chris and Kutta was going 50 for 50, and then out of nowhere, it went from 50 to 50 to 100 to 100. Then somebody was sending 200 on the channel. That literally just happened not too long ago. So that war can happen at any time, but we're chilling right now. It was about to get to the commas, y'all. It was really about to get to the commas. But Chris said he was going to come back at 12. He never came back. And I streamed, like, for a long time. Send money for each feed. You are, people, show us that wrong. Welcome to the live, you guys. A lot of y'all are listening to her talk. Y'all are just here to look at her. It's true. Do you guys seen Dollar when you came on live for hours? Oh, have I seen a Dollar since being up here? So far, this live stream on this super chat, so far $70 has been sent on the super chat. You know what? To be able to view the page of a phenomenal goddess of a woman, that is so much more than anyone could ever ask for. It is my pleasure to be a witness to your greatness. Thanks, Derek. It's so funny that Derek said that because while Derek was typing that, I was thinking, I was like, God must have made me like this, and he put in my spirit to get on YouTube to bless people. Ebony Goddess equals JulraeJulrae times 1,000 or 10,000 times 10,000. Thanks. Shave my head for 200 likes. I don't think I would do that. I want the mixed babies. Kutta said, don't nobody want to battle me when it comes to sending Bay coins. If somebody send a super sticker, y'all will see Kutta match it. If y'all want to try it, see it. I promise you. Derek talking about when you witness a true story of beauty, she should be told nonetheless about herself. The outside is evident, but what is on the inside, it should be held as a national treasure. Thanks, Derek. Champs is upset talking about shut up, Derek, because Champs keeps saying that he my soulmate. Nah, I generally fuck with you. I feel like we went to school type shit 1,051 years ago. We probably did. Yeah, I kind of got a vibe that people feel like they know me. Emergency alert, Christians are leaving Earth tomorrow. Oh. You guys, before I got on live, I opened up my TikTok, and apparently I was on Rapture Talk. I was like, why is there Christians saying... Okay, it says, emergency alert, Christians are leaving Earth tomorrow. We are being raptured. This is real, 100% real. We are being raptured tomorrow. Say your prayers. Y'all, what the heck? I could make a joke out of it. I could definitely make a joke out of it. But instead, I'm just going to say this. Nobody knows the day or the hour when Jesus is going to come back. I promise you, I don't think nobody knows the day or hour when the rapture is going to happen either. But this I will say. It is important to be ready at all times, you know? So, I would say for everybody to be ready. But do I think it's going to happen tomorrow? God ain't tell me nothing. God ain't told me nothing. He ain't told me nothing. He ain't told me to pack my bags for tomorrow because I'm going to be going up with him. And I hope he don't leave me behind. God ain't told me nothing. But apparently all over TikTok, they keep saying that it's the rapture tomorrow, y'all. I don't know. I really wanted to know, though. I was very curious to know where did that start? Like, who started that? Justin Thomas, so LOL, be ready. I gotta be ready, y'all. the egregious stuff I feel like I have thought about in my life this week. He not leaving those big old Justin, please. But it's just so crazy because where are people getting this from? Does somebody have like a dream or something? Like where is this coming from? And why is it continuously spreading like a like widespread news? Like I don't know. Hello, good night from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Good night. Buenas noches. He's not leaving those tiggle bitties behind. Why did I read that out loud twice? But yeah, I had opened up my TikTok and I saw Rapture Talk. What happened to my niece Nicole? I haven't seen Nicole up here since the last time I saw Nicole up here, which could have been the last. Nicole doesn't typically sit on the live when I'm like getting turned up. So Nicole doesn't typically stay on the live when I'm turning up. So God told you shouldn't have a white lady on your wall. Nico, don't come in here trying to start that crap again. Nico always want to tussle with me verbally. That's why he in here saying all that. He always trying to do that. My curly hair is beautiful, so cute. Thank you. Oh my God, hello, beautiful. Welcome to the live. Man, you're so pretty. Thank you, guys. Good night. How are you? Good night. I'm good. I'm having a good night. I hope you guys are having a good night, morning, afternoon. It is 10:10 p.m. where I'm at. Wow, beautiful lady. Welcome to the live. Shout out. Look, it's 10:10 and I'm looking at 111 likes. I think that's cool. What up from Cali? You got a dope vibe. Welcome to the live, you guys. Uh-oh, Cali in the building. I've been to California's beaches, and California's beach is different than the beaches on the East Coast. The last live I seen you was in the club. Nathan, why you giving a thumbs? Why you put a thumbs down and you laughing? What the heck? Whenever I'm drinking or I'm out in the club, Nicole typically don't sit on them lives, which I'm happy. Nicole is my little virtual sis. I love you for loving Jesus Christ. You are truly a responsible lady. How I wish I can get to be your friend. Thanks. Yeah. I love God. I think other people should love God too. Like, why not? So yeah. You like me better with black hair? Interesting. Okay. I might dye my hair. Later, Jewel. Have a cool week. Thanks, you too. How are you, my sister? I come from, what? Suriname? Suriname? Hi, friends. Good morning. Welcome to the live. I feel like I'm having more viewers from around the world right now. So, yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. It's been a decent live. I think I might get off the live soon. Love to everybody who has joined. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Where I'm from? I'm from the East Coast, baby. I'm from America, from Virginia. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Sorry, you guys. Stay inside, baby girl. That's all. Nathan, why you... Nathan, why I can't go outside? I can't go outside all of a sudden. Why? I'm gonna go to the club tomorrow. She went extra hard on me last time. You remember, Nico? Why wear the fit if we can't? Chills. Me having a blanket on my lower body is just for comfort. Like, I can do that, by the way. I'm Dominica, West Indies. Welcome to the live. I am fine, friends. That's good. You're from Georgia? Welcome to the live. Mick is a big hater too, by the way. Like, I think Mick loves to hate me. It's so crazy. Like, Mick joins these lives. He would have had so much fun. He would have been rubbing his feet together earlier on this live when they was trying to have a religious thing with me, cause Mick get up here. He like to try to argue with me about religion. He love to hate me, y'all. It's so weird. He obsessed. He's a real life fan, but he act like he a hater. Yeah, she comfy and cozy. Leave her and Kitty alone. Chill. Y'all, I think, I don't know. I was about to say something. Yeah, double tap the live, subscribe if you haven't already. You're beautiful. You do not need makeup. Thanks. I don't think I do either, to be honest. But before I got on live today, I wanted to make sure I looked a little done up. So, Hi, you can make me friends and you can post comic. Welcome to the live HD Easy Art School. So post to your community. You easy. I think you can post to my community too. What is the city name? I ain't a hater. I will bring you to the light, sweetheart. You a hater. You my little sis. Mick, I'm not your little sis, and you are a hater. What? Like you, Mick. One of these days, you gonna have to start speaking the truth. Mick, one of these days you're gonna have to start speaking the truth because you like to just you like to tell stories. You from India? What part of India? There's something on your face. Oh, it's your amazing smile. Welcome to the live. Thank you. I'm out. Have some sweet dreams. Thanks, Nathan. You too. How old am I? Look, she 1,051. Thanks. Yes, 1,051 years old. I turned 1,051 up here with you guys in May. So yeah, at first I was just 1,050. When I first started this page, I was When I first started going live on this page, I was 1,050. You on fire? I see. You are fine. Thanks, y'all. I guess we just chilling right now. You don't need makeup nor the blankets. Where, please. I guess we just chilling a little bit until I get off. But should I get this next time, you guys? Because I think I did. I think I did like this a lot. I don't think I ever go wrong with it. So I know for a fact we gonna get some tequila. So I love tequila lately. Again, I like India friends. Yeah, me tell me some. You know I'm not. I'm always telling you to watch yourself when you're out. You know I like you, but you do piss me off sometimes for real. Mick, whatever. Mick is one of my. He love to hate me. Evening from Huntsville, Alabama. Welcome to the live. Oh my God. Hi, hi. Welcome to from India, friends. Namaste. I don't have a WhatsApp number. You're a princess, and I'm your prince. Drink modesty. Yeah, I haven't got my new bottle yet. I haven't got my next bottle, but I'm thinking about doing this again. So yeah, me and Don and me is tasty. What a beautiful picture I'm seeing. Oh, of Marilyn Monroe on the wall. So yeah, you guys, I am getting a little bit sleepy, but let me just check on some stuff before we wrap the live up because I think that's where it's headed. So yeah, I put something different in my hair because it was like very dry. Like my hair was very dry. I didn't like that. So I added like a leave-in conditioner in it. And it's kind of drying. It's kind of drying. At the top it's still very wet. The ends are somewhat dry. So I'm gonna see how this works because honestly, we're just gonna have to see we're just gonna have to see how this goes. So yeah, you guys. Where's all the neo Nazis at? What are you talking about? Why you got spaghetti on your head for real? Elvis, please. Mick Thomas, right. I'm going to spend time in the word, apply the word to life, and when you got the word, the Lord, you covered blessings. Mick, you know they said that we get raptured tomorrow. Hopefully. Hopefully, if the rapture happens tomorrow, hopefully I make it. I don't know. I believe and know you look gorgeous with your natural look. Thanks. Goodbye, friends. See you later. I'm gonna get off the live too, you guys. Love to you guys. If you need me, leave me a comment. Okay. I try to get to them. Sometimes I don't get to them. I'll be honest. Lately, I haven't been able to get to all my comments, but sometimes I do find them and read them. So hopefully you guys don't get offended if I'm not able to get back to you guys or whatever. I think most people are understanding. So no, we ain't. But hey, I hope we all make it night. Same. Praises to the Most High Yeshua. Amen. Bye for now. Until then. What is that? What's my name on Facebook? I actually am not on Facebook, you guys. So I don't get on Facebook. If you guys want to find me socially, check the description box. Okay, it has my socials, my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok. So you can find me there. Let me start packing up my stuff, you guys. Give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna put this back. This is what I'm wearing, you guys. It is not. I don't think it is appropriate to show on YouTube because it cuts low. But that's like a little bit how it looks. I always feel like my butt looks like how it looks in real life until I look at the playback and my butt looks like this. It looks flat. That's this is a dangerous bottle. Yeah. I wish I could stand up. I think it would look better if I stood up. I can see myself having a family and having holiday dinners with this woman. I tuned in at the right time. I'm gonna get off of the live. We gonna do this again. One time I was a bottle. Did y'all know I was a bottle girl before, you guys? Anyways, love to you guys. If you haven't already, double tap the live stream, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys again. Kisses. If you need me, send me a comment. Goodbye.